Hey everybody, just thought I'd do a quick video sharing my thoughts on the CZ550 Magnum in 375 H&H. Well, I got this gun a couple of years ago. I got laid off from my fancy oil field job, and I decided I wanted to treat myself to something big with open sights, so I used my severance to buy myself a fancy gun. Beautiful wood, if you look at the stock along the side. And, you know, just a great trigger. It's got a set trigger. So you close it. Knock it forward. And just a very light pull. Very good, very crisp, very clean break. Really good craftsmanship on the gun, just all the way around. The fit and finish is really good. Just, you know, it's got the nice lugs. Everything on it is just built well. But I've got to say, thanks to this gun, I doubt I'll ever buy another CZ. Two big issues. Well, one big issue, one small issue. The small issue is that as much as I like the magazine capacity in this, it actually holds, I believe it's 5 rounds, which is rare for a big Magnum gun. Usually they take a long action and kind of convert it to a Magnum action, and you lose a little bit of capacity. This one, they actually designed it for Magnums from the ground up. But the magazine rattles. So when it's full and you're walking in the bush, you can hear it just clink, 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 clink. And I think it's on account of a weak spring. Sorry, trying to film and work one hand. The magazine spring feels very soft to me considering the size of this caliber. It's never failed to feed. It's never given me issues there. But I think just it's soft enough that you'll get just that kind of noise when you're walking. So you could probably stretch the spring out or put a stronger spring. I haven't looked into it too much because it's not that big of a deal, but it's something to think about. Now the main reason is it comes with a fancy set of Safari Express sights that have 1, 2, and 300 yard increments. It's all very great, except they have no elevation adjustment. The way the elevation adjustment is supposed to work on one of these is your front sight actually slides out, in and out, and gets replaced by a taller or shorter depending on what you need. The problem is they kind of figure at factory which one they think you'll need and send you that, and then you're on your own. When I first got this gun, it was shooting nearly a foot high at 100 yards. So wasn't sure. I ended up going online and actually ordering a New England custom gun rear peep sight, hoping that it would adjust low enough to compensate for that. And of course, I mean, look at how it's mounted. That was silly of me to think that would work. It sits nice and high. I emailed the manufacturer CZ, went back and forth on emails, and they kind of seemed to not really understand what I was telling them when I needed a larger front sight. Finally, they figured out what I was after. Turns out nothing they made was tall enough to accommodate this sight, and nothing they made was short enough, I guess, to accommodate that side. I can't remember what exactly it was, but there was a lot of back and forth, and eventually they just told me to take my brand new gun to a gunsmith to fix it because it didn't work properly from the factory brand new. So the factory told me to pay a gunsmith to fix it, which just boggles my mind. Anyway, I ended up ordering from the same company, New England Custom Gun, actually through Brownells, a taller front sight. And now it shoots very well. Hits bang on at 100 yards, no issues. But I've actually run out of sight adjustment on my windage on the rear sight, meaning that now, even maxed out at 100 yards, I'm still about an inch, inch and a half to the left, which, I mean, it's a safari rifle. I'm not supposed to be shooting beyond 50 to 100 yards with it, and if I'm really that worried, I'll put a scope, whatever. But it is just one of those things that's frustrating. I mean, you spend a good pile of money on a gun. I think I paid a little over $1,500 at the time, and since then the price has gone up. And then maybe another $150, $200 on sights, and it's not perfect, right? Which in my mind it should be. So I don't know, it's one of those guns. I'm glad I have it. Not 100% sure I would encourage a friend to buy it. And another issue is, if you look, the new taller sight sits really tall in the hood. So when you line it up, you've got a little bit of that interference from the hood, Not the end of the world, but just one more little detail that kind of makes you groan. Anyway, that's my complaint about the CZ550. Don't worry, I'll put some other reviews of guns I do like my Mosin. Everybody loves those things. It's hard not to when a gun's worth next to nothing and shoots amazing. Anyway, have a good day. Check out some of my other videos. Make sure you like this one and subscribe because it makes me feel good about myself. Bye now.